What's up, everyone? DefyNewYork.com here with a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about Nas's Illmatic, celebrating 20 years. I know I'm a little late on the exact anniversary, but we're still in the year, 20 years. And last time I talked about Dr. Dre's The Chronic, and we're going to talk Illmatic today. So when I bought this album, I was 13 years old. And at the time, I had been awaiting Nas's album since I had heard him. Well, I had heard Halftime back in '92, and once I heard that, I mean, I was hooked. I know he was on Live at the Barbecue Main Source album, Breaking Atoms, which I also have, but Halftime was just such a the song hit so hard. It was such a gritty song. And this was in the earliest stages of hip hop going a little bit mainstream. And in New York, we had Hot 97 and we had 98.7 and we had 107.5. And yeah, we had Video Music Box, which was at the time for me was the only way to really watch hip hop music videos because we didn't have cable. So that's how I had, I was watching until I would go to friends' houses and get to see music videos, or if I stayed with family in Florida or New Jersey, they had cable as well. We would get to see videos, but it wasn't a daily thing, So when I would come home from school, I would watch Video Music Box, and so anyway, when this album finally dropped, I actually it was pretty slept on. Even to this day, I mean, it was gold for a long time, and now, I mean, everybody's celebrating it, and it's a masterpiece. It's a classic, but commercially, it wasn't as successful as some of his other albums were. Right off the bat, and I remember going to pick this up, and just. I had this small boombox. It was small, it was it was considered maybe like a portable boombox, and I just remember playing it over and over and over and over again from start to the end. And there's one thing I really wanted to touch on in particular was the intro, the Genesis. And to this day, I still wish Nas and AZ had spit on that instrumental. It's actually it's the intro to Wild Style, and he doesn't spit on it. They're just talking over it. For those that haven't heard the album, don't know what I'm talking about, but they're just talking about it, talking over the instrumental, not rhyming on it. And I really wish he would have done that, the both of them. But they never did, and even to this day, I'll blast the intro on my car speakers because it's just so sick. It hits so hard. It's classic. So, on the New York State of Mind, me being from New York, definitely, it definitely hits home. It was another classic. Life's a Bitch. I mean, listen, I was 13 when this song came out, when this album dropped, and yeah, as a 13-year-old, you're a little bit self-loathing. You think life is as hard as it's gonna get, or and you're going through some crazy stuff, and I did experience some crazy things at 13, but it's life's not a bitch at 13. I mean, not to say everybody's life is great at 13. Obviously there's a lot of people all over the world going through some crazy stuff, but I'm just saying, for myself at least, it wasn't as bad as you look back and you miss those times. So anyway, then The World Is Yours, that's another classic. Before the album dropped, I remember hearing it. Halftime is such a crazy song. Memory Lane, One Love, One Time for Your Mind, and you got to Represent. It ain't hard to tell, to me, at least in my opinion, was the most commercial song on the album. And I mean, it's just a classic album. If you don't own it, you should. I I know people want to buy the MP3 and all that stuff, but in my opinion, you should at least own the CD. I know a lot of people love vinyl. In my opinion, and it's actually, from what I've read, it's fact that CD has the best quality sound, closest to the original recording. Record has a different sound, and I used to collect records, but after a while, I mean, they take up a lot of room. I mean, if you die hard into it, by all means, record, cassette, CD, get everything, the singles, all that. But the CD, in my opinion, is the way to go if you just want to keep it simple. But you should own a hard copy no matter what type of media you plan on, whether it's cassette, whether it's CD or vinyl. You should own a hard copy of this album. Yeah, this is the way it looked, and that's that. So anyway, let me know your memory of Nas' Illmatic, and make sure drop me a line in the box below, and stay tuned for more videos.